like I said, I got in a lot of trouble. I got arrested several times. My own father arrested me in high school.
What?
Yeah, it took me to jail. It was actually a friend of ours who was one of my dad's deputy. He was the first on the scene in the high school.
What was the scene?
Well, I got into a fight in high school. It was no big deal, but I had a pocket knife on me, at the time.
At school?
At school. And this is pre-Columbine, all the crazy drama, right?
Holy
and
shit.
It wasn't unusual. I always carried a knife. I still do. Like, I've been carrying a knife but I happened to get into a fight, and another kid brought a gun to school. And they thought we were linked up. I didn't even know this kid. He was a kind of a VOTEC student, and he had bad intentions for sure. So when the cops came, I was like, well, I don't see what the big deal is,
I just got a knife.
And then I saw, my dad's deputy who used to come over to the house. We used to have parties like barbecues or whatever. So I knew all the deputies. I go see my dad at work. And as soon as I looked at him, he goes, man, what did you do? And I was like, you're not going to call my dad, my old man, are you? And he's like, yeah, I got to call your old man. And that was worse than getting arrested for sure. So my dad actually came to school in a sheriff's car, handcuffed me, and took me down to the local. It was just a holding cell. And I had to go to court. I was out of school. It was just
Holy shit.
And I look back and I went, man, I put my dad through all this drama. Like, there's many more layers. I got a lot of little instances which could have been a career ender for me, And luckily people gave me a second chance, because if I didn't have that second chance, I don't know where my life would have went. I suspect it would have went off the rails, at an early age. I was kind of at a crossroads where I'm either going to go do the right thing or the wrong thing. And so that kind of leads into, my dad gave me 3 options essentially, he's like, look, you're a smart kid, but you're not academically, you're just not performing. So if you want to go to school, you can pay for it. Or you can go get a job, or you can join the military like I did. So my dumb ass goes down to MEPS like the next day, and I enlisted for 6 years, right?
6 years.
So I came home right afterwards.
You don't usually have to enlist that long, do you?
No. The recruiter saw me coming like a mile away, man. I was like the poster child of like, I got screwed by a recruiter story, because I didn't know, there was no Google. There was not a lot of reference points for me besides talking to an actual recruiter. And all they care about is their numbers. Right. So like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, I want to be an airborne ranger. I had no idea what that meant, per se. I knew.
Why'd you say it?
Well, I knew I wanted to do something like I wanted to do something that was super challenging, right? And I wanted to be tested because I had this like little bit of a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to prove myself and do something that was super challenging.
Thank you for watching the video, guys. Please hit that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.